Happy Monday, my dirty friends. How are you?
What is
Great to
the
be back.
story, kids?
How are we?
Hmm?
So, today we just have Tubbs. Myself and Tubbs are going to treat you to about 2 hours of cultural goodness.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I
yeah. We'll
see
speak some cultural madness out our arses if we can, like.
casting our eyes on culture. Remember we used to say that before?
On me. And every single message I post.
Yeah. But yeah, so the chat seems lit, as the kids say. Let's Survive Paddy Plays only 2 hours ago. Jesus, Paddy, I was still getting in my last wank at that stage.
What's the story, buddy? What's the story, Patrick?
Patrick. And also we've got Mick Holland. Meow said the chicken, death by doggies, released the dwarf upon his Shetland pony.
I'm telling you, man, fucking Mick, I'm going to show up at your front door and that shit and pony, man. We're going to have fucking words.
I believe him. He's from where Ross.
There's no gas mileage on a fucking Shetland, like.
You can call me Vincent Van Gogh. Jono and Brian know what I'm talking about.
Something about ears.
No. Damien, good evening all. Good evening, Damien. How are you, my
And
friend? Hi, Damien. Damien, cheers, Mick. Jonathan Redmond, good evening, Brian, Bruno, Tubbs, and chat. Jonathan, have you got Bruno with you? Because he's not with us.
yeah, Bruno's off work.
Yeah, he's off on an important mission, so yeah, he's not here tonight. Paddy says, "Story Bookils, how are y'all getting on?" Not
fucking
so bad,
blended, splendid. I don't even know what the fucking word is, but we're something.
Something is right. Well, Tubbs is something, like, to be fair. Paddy, Damien, and Mick. Brian with his proper setup and Tubbs in a V-neck. Well, that's
fucking,
Tubbs,
and it's a stretched down V-neck as well. I'm showing all the skin tonight, kids.
Here's your fucking chest hair, will you, dirtbag?
Oh, yeah, look at it.
And Mick says, "Jono, Mick, hi, Paddy." Everybody just said hello.
Everyone says say hello to each other, kids.
Oh yeah, it's fucking dripping in culture up here.
Oh well, man, the culture ain't got shit on the culture we got, boy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Story boys. I got 200 wanks in that time. Wow. I hope you live stream that, Paddy, because that would be fucking something.
Dude, that's working at home for you, Pets. You know what I'm saying?
Fight me, Tubbs.
Fucking you.
Bruno's in Jono's basement. Well, he's in someone's basement, I'd say.
He's fucking in Jono's basement, jipping.
I can see it now. Tubbs breaks down my door with his Shetland pony in all of his 4-foot tall glory.
I'm telling you, man, 4 foot is all I need, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to fucking hug the leg off you, Mick.
Mick Holland, cat flap.
Man, I climb fucking through Connor. I don't give a fuck. I climb through anything. I crawl on fucking floors left, right, and centre. Like,
that's Brie Larson, Paddy. She's hiding from all the Twitter hate here. She jumped up the other day.
I fucking love it. It's been a glorious fucking week on the Twitters, kid. You know, you change a profile picture and you see someone get annihilated. I'm not usually for that. I'm all about it. But when it happens to Brie Larson, fucking yeah.
Chef's kiss. You might say chef's kiss. But yeah.
What, chef's kiss? Is that what it is?
Rumor Tubbs shaves his chest, but he doesn't. He's a hairy bastard.
No.
Look at him.
It's like a little fucking hairy bastard, kid. I'm the drip god. That's what I'm like.
You would fit in my letterbox.
I'll post myself to your house, so Mick.
Damien said, "Had a great weekend showing Cousins Brave Star for the first time. Guess what? They love the show. They were thinking we need to invent a time machine fast. There's so much more things I would fix before I would fix Brave Star if I had a time machine, to be fair. But
yeah, to be fair,
that is awesome, Damien. That's really cool. On a similar note, like I gave my little cousin / godchild, my password for the Marvel Unlimited app last week as well, and he's been reading Dark Avengers, so that's pretty fucking awesome.
That's fucking cool. That's cool.
I don't want to read that out. Oh, Tubbs will climb through anything. Watch
the Parish, kids. Watch the Parish see me climb through vaginas. It's fucking amazing.
Tubbs, do I have to use the mute button again?
Man, I didn't go too far this week. I'm keeping it really chill, man. I'm keeping it fucking relaxed, the case over here. Do you know what I'm saying?
He's like an Ewok with that hairy chest. Jonathan agreed. Tubbs couldn't happen to a more deserving cunt.
I mean, look, man, Johnny, man, I'm not one for that hate because I mean, I'm genuinely fucking hate the whole cancel culture bullshit. But yeah, I have to. I'm not gonna lie. I don't lie to you peeps on this show. I don't like to the culture cast family. You know what I'm saying? So I just fucking I giggled pretty fucking loud when I read
You
that
don't
shit.
like culture cast, or you don't like cancel culture unless it's someone you don't like, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Isn't that the way it works?
Surprise attack, Tubbs wouldn't expect it.
Yeah, man, I'm too small, man. I would have fucking run around your legs and fucking whipped that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Dark Avengers, will that ever happen in the MCU? It could very well happen.
I mean, this is the phase that seems to be going a bit dark, so you know, you never know.
They're kind of building the Thunderbolts, though, aren't they? With
slowly kind of edging it in there. I think I mean, you even said it, Brian. It looks like they're using the TV shows to build that.
Like
in
you've
the
got
background.
US Agent, you've got Yelena, and there's a few others as well. So yeah, could be possible, you know.
Yeah.
Tubbs is just a small, hairy sheep. This is oh god, Ewoks rules. So don't cry, Tubbs. No, I'm.
Man, I fucking love the Ewoks. I think they're fucking underrated as balls.
Ewoks are actually cannibals. They ate the stormtroopers, like.
Yeah, they're fucking. They're sneaky little fuckbags, like.
Oh, Joe Rogan and Brie are going to scrap now.
In a cancel fight cage, I love it. Yeah, but did you hear a man from the owner of Spotify?
You know, if you mention Joe Rogan, you get a Spotify deal.
Oh yeah, apparently that's the way it works. So we should just like break him up constantly on the show, like. No, but apparently your man that owned Spotify or whatever it was that came out and said like, he was like basically, yeah, look, I mean, Joe, it is what it is, and you know, he's apologized.
Yep, he's a racist, but I'm not canceling him because he makes me.
Yeah, we're not canceling him. We're not taking him down. We paid too much money for his show, basically.
Baz made me watch the Eternals. Why did he do that to me, Brian?
Oh, pads, man! Like I was late to the party on that one, and yeah, that was not my bag of tea. Like, you know, bag of tea, bag of sugar. What the fuck is that saying? Bag of cunts? Oh, I don't know what it is. But it wasn't good, is what I'm saying. I did not enjoy it.
Like I think the main problem is they tried too much to be like a DC movie.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, look, I'll say till the cows come home on this shite because that's such an Irish thing to say. But I said this to you already, Brian. I think I don't know. Was it my lack of knowledge on the Eternals that made me kind of like have a disconnection to it? I don't know.
It was just a slog.
It was genuinely one of the lower grade MCU movies, like.
Like,
you know,
because I watched it in the cinema, captive audience and all that. I still enjoyed it at the time, but I tried to rewatch it and I was like, no, it's too long.
Like I watched it on Disney Plus, like, and yeah, I found myself kind of like getting distracted. You know, Tom Hardy, Pound Shop Tom Hardy, kids. You know what I'm saying?
That was no Tubbs. Sorry, Ellis from
it's a Mick. It's all good, buddy. It's all good.
Joe Rogan wants his mic back from Brian. Oh, no, he's not having it.
Yeah, he can't have it because that's not a racist.
The first time, so he's not getting it back.
Yeah, but it's not a racist mic, so you're all good. Like,
I'm not even touching any of this with a mic. Best not to. Ewoks versus Bungle. Who'd win the battle? Who is Bungle?
Ewoks versus
You'll have to
Bungle.
Enlighten me on that, Damien.
I think C-3PO would win that fight.
Paddy, he would rep Ireland in the dwarf tossing contest in Olympics. But who would be tossing top? No, look at the dark places you're taking me already, and we're only on like 10 minutes.
I know. Literally 9 minutes and we're already fucking like tossing dwarves.
I thought he loved me, Brian. I thought he loved me.
I do, Paddy, man. I do.
No, he's
you know
on
what I mean?
Baz.
Like,
he's on about Baz making him watch it.
Oh, yes. But I do, though. I mean, so that's you know,
Boom.
That's all good.
I don't think it's the lack of knowledge because look at Guardians. Yeah,
exactly. No, I agree because I wasn't really, as I have said to Paddy and Brian before, I didn't really have much knowledge on the Guardians, but I really did. I really did fucking enjoy the shit out of that movie my first watch.
I'm a schizo, Tubbs. Mick says.
Dude, we all got something. You know what I mean? I got fucking split personality, man, and it fucking, you know, it's always coming on to me and flirting with me like it's fucking a problematic thing. Like,
Jonathan says, honest question: does anyone know who the fuck Eternals were, or what the story with them before the movie was.
No, and
Before seeing the
I'd
movie.
heard of them, John. I'd heard of them in the breeze of the Marvel universe, but I'd never picked up comic. I would be lying if I said I knew who they were going into the movie. I'd heard certain characters, but not enough to know what the story and the concept was. So I was going in blind on it. And normally, sometimes it's better to go in blind on these things. But I just came out with worse sight.
I went back and read the first run back in the Kirby era, and the only thing I can say is all I can remember of it is the colors, how bright colors and everything were absolutely everywhere, and the movie was just a dull gray all around. It didn't, I don't know.
The MCU tried to do the DC logic.
Yeah, basically. Heard a rumor Brian likes mudkips. That is false.
That ain't no fucking rumor, dude. That ain't no rumor.
Paddy, I'll toss Tubbs. Well, like, Paddy, if you want to do that, you do that in your own time, my friend.
Dude, Paddy's been tossing me into privacy of his own fucking like sets and his own house and his shed for years.
Rainbow, Bungle, Zippy, and George. Oh, they're the like puppets, I think you're on about.
Yeah, man, yeah, fucking Rainbow, yeah.
Of course, Tubbs knows now, but John, honest answer.
Just before we go on about Rainbow, anyone ever fucking remember DJ Cat?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. I brought this shit up last week and people were looking at me stupid. Like, the fuck is DJ Cat? And I was like, you never watched fucking Sky One? Yeah, fucking Sky One, man.
See, that's the problem. All the posh city folk had Sky One, and no one in the country had it.
You were just tapping from the tree, like.
Yeah, basically, fucking bean can phones and everything, like
tapping the neighbour's fucking cable.
400 miles away.
Yeah. It only worked once a week.
Jonathan said, "Would Tubbs still be a dwarf in China, though? They might try and eat him, though."
No, I definitely wouldn't. I reckon I'd be like I'd be a king or a god to them. You know? They'd be like, "Oh my god, look at his amazing chest hair and his fucking chiseled fucking face." Oh, do you know what I mean? Yeah, good. Be a good day in China.
Same here. I was a big Marvel fan back in the day, and I'd never heard of him. I had heard of Icarus, but I didn't know what he was from.
Well, same as me. I'd heard of like Celestials and fucking one or two of the characters, but as I said, not enough to be kind of like you know, to have the knowledge of going in knowing what I was watching. It was very raw and very kind of off the cuff.
Paddy said, "I knew they existed, but I didn't give a flying fuck about them." with Guardians, I knew Rocket existed and nothing else, and I fucking loved it.
Well, I knew Star-Lord and Drax. Do you know what I mean? I knew Star-Lord and Drax from the Guardians. So like Groot and Rocket and all them, I genuinely didn't know any of those characters.
How could you have heard of Star-Lord and Drax and not heard of Rocket, though?
See, I'd seen Drax in a comic, in other comic books.
Heart out.
Yeah, so I mean, I'd heard of Star-Lord from other Marvel stuff as well. But as I said, same as Paddy, I didn't know enough going into it. But that was surprisingly a fucking winner for me. Like, I think not knowing much about it really kind of, I was like, but to be fair, that was a fucking fantastic film. It was just a really good movie.
That's on the James Gunn though as well, who's an incredible.
He says a rugby ball on a Saturday. He really means like hand down my pants job, like, you know what I'm saying.
Same Paddy wasn't big time clued in on Guardians beforehand, but that movie was amazing. Yeah, I heard of Guardians during like the Annihilation event where there was like a nihilist attacked the cosmic stuff.
You've seen him in some comics, like
DJ Cat Show on Big Sky B, my favorite show as a kid. Yeah, it was on Sky One. You have all the cartoons, Turtles, and all that kind of stuff.
Yes, it completely passed some people by, like. Some people genuinely have not, like, don't remember it.
Shinasura says, "Christ, I'm 38 and I don't even know that one." Yeah, I'm getting close to that now. Tubbs is about 50, like, but
I'm not that old, but I am fucking in the fourth decade of my life.
No, you're heading towards the fifth.
Well, I've just begun the fourth decade, haven't I?
Yeah.
Well, technically, no. I've completed 4. That's yeah.
Yeah, you're in your fifth. That's what I said.
Yeah, but I'm not in the 50s yet.
Tubbs is going to be in Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
Legend of the
the pure Limerick version.
They would definitely steal him. Wasn't DJ Cat some crazy? Yes, crazy hot chick about dropping hints about wanting to bang. Yeah, they were. They were like pure like flirty and shit. It was so weird.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
like, man, I mean, like, you look back at all that shit, man, and just the innuendos are fucking lightning fuel now to an adult's
they
brain,
were
like,
in the
in kids'
uh,
cartoons, especially the ones we grew up on.
yes, dirty animal. Block you. But yeah, Damien says, okay, only UK show that showed all the episodes of Turtles of season 1 to 6. Turtle power. Yeah. Looking at your big gum bean head here as a priest tubs. Right.
Oh,
So
fucking
Tubbs,
head, yeah, fucking. I did some priest action this end of last year. That was some new stuff.
So Tubbs, have you got some show and tells for us?
Yeah, I've a tiny bit of a show and tell, but it's not bad. It's not bad for $6 Brian, is what I'll say.
It's DVDs, isn't it?
It fucking is, man. I was left to my own devices again today. I'm telling you, I have a fucking problem with it, man. I have an actual fucking problem. Okay, the first one is DC related. It's
big.
Which?
Which is going to be difficult because you're so small. But anyway,
could you make it bigger? Could you yeah?
The best I got. You're going to have to.
But yeah, the first one it's Justice League, the animated series. It's a live action, or something not live action. It's a feature length film.
It's an animation.
Animation. I love my animation. Then I bought this motherfucker. You can see it. It's a reflector box.
I actually watched the Fellowship the other night.
Believe it or not, this one it's the Hobbit, an unexpected journey. It's the 3D version with like the digital fucking version, the Blu-ray, and it's got like fucking bonus features and stuff. It's the extended one as well. But I loved it for the reflector case. €2 for that shit.
Not bad at all. Jesus,
and this one I felt was a fucking win, like a real big fucking win.
Here you go, Tubbs. DVD is the same size as Tubbs.
Yeah, this was X-Men seasons 1 and 2 of the original 90s cartoon. €4.
Very cool.
So there's a lot of good watching to be had there,
Where was that? CX?
Oh yeah. I was in the Parkway today, and I was just waiting around for a few minutes, and I was like, oh, I'll pop in here. And then, do I hear a cameo?
No.
You're sneaking cameos every week. Yeah, but yeah, that's my show and tell. Short and sweet, but fucking some good purchases for dirt cheap.
Okay, so let's go. Let's go into the comments. A satanic priest, Tubbs. Now there's a thought.
You have to wait and see, kids.
Shinazura says he's more of a Steelbook fan than the reflective ones.
I mean, I only bought it because fucking I have the other two. I have Desolation and the Army and Battle of the Five Armies on the Blu-ray, but so I picked it up.
Paddy says
Tommy Grundle in the Parkway. Okay.
Jonathan says the thought of having to watch the extended version of The Hobbit.
All right.
Go to bed. Night, Grace.
Me and Tubbs agreed not all McFarlane figures are bad. So again, my question for both is, if they can do Bizarro well, how about other villains like Metallo, etc. get a shot?
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
Todd just loves Batman.
I mean, we did talk about this, about the McFarlane figures. I mean, he was last week or the week before. Is that that they should, they should really focus on fucking a lot more the villains. Like the rogues. What the fuck are you? What's the laughing about?
I hate the Hobbit film. It's so boring.
Yeah, I mean, like fucking a lot of people do, man.
Unrelenting joke.
Well, to be fair, as I said, the only reason I picked it up, the real reason I actually bought it today was because I had the other two.
Bought the third Hobbit film.
Yeah, I agree, and it is the extended version as well, so it's like fucking longer than it ever should have been. Like the Hobbit fucking should have been one film to begin with.
Yeah, it should have been one movie, not three.
It should never have been extended to an entire trilogy. Like they only did that to kind of connect the entire 6 movies and basically fucking choke the fucking the chode off it.
They ripped the money out of, they ripped the piss out of it basically. Shinazora also says bargain for X-Men, got the complete
Yeah,
set
I couldn't pass it up, man.
downstairs.
Fucking dirt cheap, like.
And Jonathan says as well, that X-Men pickup was class, Tubbs. And
There's a nice
Simon is in the
blend in there.
chat.
Like, there's a
Welcome,
decent bit
Simon.
of DC, bit of Marvel. You know what I mean?
And Jonathan says, saw the Bizarro clip of Superman and it looked great. CW.
Yeah, I
CW.
mean, I still haven't started season. I've seen like the internet spoils everything, so like fucking flicking through when I seen like the fucking screenshot. I was like, all right, Bizarro's here. But I haven't seen season 2 yet. But I mean, I've heard from what I saw and what I've heard, and I've spoke about it last week. This show, the Superman and Lois show, is very good.
As we've established that on this show that CW stands for crappy writing. But anyway.
No, but like genuinely, like
Oh,
9 times out of 10 it does, because the shows are very some of the shows, you know, I mean, you know, Supergirl like started kind of strong and fell over a mountain, and the Flash is kind of like it's into its 9th season and probably should have fucking ended it. Did they do it for money? I don't know.
Hobbit, then.
Oh yes.
The Hobbit trilogy, yeah.
No, but I mean, with the new Superman show, dude, it's, I don't know, it doesn't seem like a CW show. It really doesn't. It just seems like a Superman show, which is a fucking nice change of pace in how it's being kind of delivered. You know, it doesn't have the same feel as the other CW shows, which I think is why it's kind of it's a nice change of pace for people that are watching it. You know.
So I did a live stream on Friday.
Yeah, Brian Show and Ted is going to be pure like him swinging his dick because he was up in Dublin. Tell him, Brian.
I did a live stream Friday and showed off a lot of these already, so you won't have seen them, but I'll show you anyway. So I got a complete X-Men Age of Apocalypse set for €75. I think
that's not fucking bad at all, dude.
The only one I don't have was Magneto because I didn't really want to. There's a Sabretooth.
Wow, very cool. And they're big fucking figures as well, huh?
Yeah, he's quite big.
Yeah.
I'll just show you the worst one in the wave and why. This is Rogue.
Wow.
Watch the neck.
The fuck, man?
What the fuck is going on with her, like? But yeah, that's Rogue.
I mean, just a question.
Go.
Does her head go forward like that? This is a serious question now. Does her head go forward like that for like posability for flying pics or some shit?
I don't know. It sits too high in the neck. Whatever the.
Like, I'd imagine the head going forward, but if you had her flying forward or something, or she's looking directly out. But that'd be the only reason I could even think that they would do something like that, because pretty fucking silly.
So here's Iceman. He's actually pretty awesome.
Deadly.
I don't know if you can see them right or anything.
No, you can see it perfect, yeah.
Well, yeah. Shadowcat.
Nice.
Cyclops doing
with a bit of a custom, you could turn her into fucking what you call it, X-23, and Cyclops. Yeah, even with long hair, he still looks like a fucking douche. Cyclops is that one character, man. I've always fucking said, even in the X-Men, it's just like whenever he gets taken down, I'm like, yeah, you fucker, because he's the. I don't know. He's just the most annoying character out of, the whole thing.
The last one was Legion, but I already changed him. So that's the head that came with it.
Yes, you showed me this.
I changed
what you did.
Cletus
Cassidy.
Using a head off an arcade body.
That's fucking class, man. I mean, there you go. I mean, that's just a simple head swap and you have a different character completely.
Yeah, and this is the best figure of the wave easily.
Oh, that's fucking savage, man.
He's absolutely massive. But yeah.
But for $75, dude, that's fucking not a bad haul at all.
So that was those, and a couple of more.
I mean, you got to go to Dublin, you got to visit the Disney store, tweak fucking Hulk's nipples, buy some figures for dirt cheap. It fucking sounds like a good day.
So there was this Masters of the Universe Origins Stinker. and he does have a bit of a smell of him, which is really weird. But yeah, these are really cool. And last two, well, hold on.
Are they from the? Is that the old school version, or from the newer one?
They're like new versions of the old ones.
Yeah.
But they're pretty cool. Is this fella? He's so
Baby
fucking
Yoda?
cool. Yep.
Oh, sorry, Grogu.
The child.
It comes with a fucking the child. He's got 3 names, really, doesn't he? Like,
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Then from The Witcher 3.
Oh, fucking
Siri.
deadly.
Siri. I got her in Big Bang.
Yeah, she's hot.
And the last one, which arrived today, is Sergeant Slaughter from Valaverse.
Action Force, okay. Is that
Yep.
fucking Sergeant Slaughter WWE?
No, it is him, but it's actually
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Is it like it's like an Action Force kind of like version?
yeah, it's a new line.
Really?
Yep, it's like they did a Kickstarter kind of thing.
Is it? But what's the idea behind this? Is they're turning like wrestlers into like?
No, Sergeant Slaughter was always part of GI Joe years and years ago. But yeah, he was in the original GI Joe cartoons years ago, and they got the license.
I did not notice.
Didn't you?
Well, I did. Are we talking about the WWF Sergeant Slaughter?
There is only one Sergeant Slaughter, like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But him in the cartoon.
Yeah, he was in the cartoon.
I didn't
as
fucking
Sergeant
know that.
Slaughter.
No, I did not know that.
But,
You learn something new every day, folks.
Yes, you do. So, let's go through the comments. Woo. Someone did fucking. Damien said, "What villains would you like to see Tubbs? Would you like to see Tubbs for McFarlane to do?"
I would love. I mean, personally, because I do know that. Did you see McFarlane? Do you remember there was prototypes made for the Batman the Animated Series figures? There's 3 after going up for pre-order now. Catwoman, Batman, and the Batman who, or is it the Batman Who Laughs? You know, the fucking, but they're fucking like they're yellow cards. Remember they did red and blue card versions of the figures. This is yellow card. I would love to see them re-release a lot of the original versions. Now that would fucking kill scalpers' prices, and they'd probably throw them muck. But for people like me that really, really wants to collect that fucking line,
yeah,
and not have to pay out, and not have to pay out my fucking asshole to fucking get them. I'd love them to start re-releasing them because I would genuinely buy those. But as figures go for McFarlane, like the McFarlane multiverse line, Two-Face, I would love to have a fucking McFarlane Two-Face. Metallo, fucking Doomsday. I can't believe they haven't done Doomsday yet, even though they've done fucking
they've done versions, but not the actual.
They've done Devastator and things like that, but they haven't released that. And I've seen some cool customs where they've turned Devastator into fucking like some fucking amazing versions of Doomsday. But yeah, I mean, like fucking, do you like the Riddler, like Scarecrow? I'd love to see a savage Scarecrow done. But like Rogues Galleries, dig into the fucking, because I mean the Superman and the Batman especially, you know, have fucking fantastic fucking, not just heroes in the DC fucking lines, but they have some savage fucking villains. But there's also like Suicide Squad, not the the movie versions, but the comic book
versions are unbelievable. I'd love to see a Deadshot maybe.
The comic book Deadshot would be fucking unbelievable. Like, but just things like that. Really dig into the fucking, like, open it up. I love Batman. Everyone knows that on this show. Everyone that knows me knows that I'm a fucking huge Batman fan. I'm a huge Superman fan.
Nerd.
But I don't need like 150 Batman figures. Because like the latest Batman figure they're releasing is that like weird fucking purple and yellow fucking suit. Do you remember there was a run? I don't know, it was a weird fucking kind of Elseworld fucking book where he was like in this fucking like purple and fucking yellow suit. It's just, it was stupid in the comics and it looks stupid on a figure. I mean, genuinely, like I was fucking, and then like they're talking about releasing Batman Gotham by Gaslight, and I'm kind of going, I I don't need those versions. You know, I really just don't like.
He's just obsessed with
Like for me, I'm kind of going like release fucking like if you're going to be doing movie lines, but if you're going to be doing the movie lines, hit the Batman movies. You know.
Yeah.
Hit the Superman movies. Release Christopher Reeve's Superman. Release fucking Michael Keaton's Batman. You know, release those ones. They're the ones I reckon would fucking sell like hotcakes, man. You know?
Yeah, Mick says Brian's now a West Brit, eh? What's that about, Mick? Cheeky, yo. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but anyway. Hey, Connor, what's with that toffee short in Shabby's video? I know, everything, eh? What a shit club. Holy shit, Exorcist Rogue. Yeah, that Rogue is just so bad. So bad. Oh boy, did he get me back. Did you hear the kids laughing when he picked up the bag and made my day? So Connor sent, Connor is a Liverpool fan and he sent a gift to Shabby, who is an Everton fan. As you know, there's a big rivalry there. And Connor sent it in a Liverpool bag, which is fantastic.
Fucking nice one.
Paddy says, love your custom. Carrot Top. Yeah, he could work for Carrot Top too, actually. Comments are after jumping on me. Damien says, Sabretooth, new on a few retail sites down to £16. I really like that Legion though as a customizer. I would use a couple for street level goons, just an idea. I would have grabbed a few of them, but Dublin is so far. And I have so little money. Jonathan says, Cyclops is just lame no matter who writes him, but at least he's not Gambit, I suppose.
I fucking love Gambit, dude.
Yeah, Gambit isn't a popular character in this podcast.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm only going off of I'm only going off of like the original 90s cartoon and stuff for Gambit. I really loved him in those.
Gambit's always been an asshole, let's be clear.
He is an asshole, but the difference is he's an asshole with swagger. Like you can fucking get behind that. Like he's fucking cool.
Well, he's an asshole with swagger, so he's a dickhead then.
Yeah, he's a dickhead, but he's a cool character. Cyclops is just a fucking asshole. Like
so Connor
let's do it by the book. You know? There was a reason James Marsden was cast as him in the original movies. You know?
That's Cyclops.
Yeah, Cyclops, yeah.
We're talking about Gambit.
Yeah, but I like Gambit, so like, fuck off.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think it was
fans like their Uncle Si.
No, but you know in the 90s when the cartoon was first came out, like, and you're like we were youngins, right? We were youngins when the cartoon came out, like, yeah, we were young enough.
Lipstick.
So watching like Fit Rogue, like, you know, getting hit on the whole time by fucking like, you know, like Gambit was pretty fucking cool. Like I really enjoyed the dynamic, like, you know.
Shinazura says, damn, I'm loving that huge sentinel behind you, Brian. Hold on, I'll try and get you a better view. Let's move the camera. Watch my whole setup go flying now because I don't know if you can see it better, but anyway. It's Masterworks. Masterworks Sentinel. I have that for years. There we go. So yeah, Connor, yeah, he's up there with bum bags and V-neck t-shirts. I'm on your side. Connor says, "Oh, freaking nice, Brian." I'm just about to add Revelation Stinkor and Scareglow to my basket on Amazon UK, both for $27, including shipping. I sold off all my Revelations collection during the week.
No way.
Just not feeling them. They're not great. Like, I know, like everyone else might like them, but just not for me. He's fucked up the camera. There we go. So Jonathan says, didn't Hasbro freak the fuck out when he did that whole heel turn during the Iraq War due to him being tied to G.I. Joe?
Oh yeah, when he turned heel on Hulk Hogan. Yeah, isn't that the Sergeant Slaughter character?
Are you feeling okay, Tubbs?
No, I'm reading John's comments here about fucking the G.I. Joe wrench.
No, we're talking. Oh, right. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I was reading comments. Yeah, sorry. My bad.
Yeah, sorry. My bad. I'm not the one that's feeling okay.
That's what it was, wasn't it? When they turned him heel against Hogan.
Yeah, when he was with General Adnan or whatever the hell that guy's name was.
Adnan, yeah, that's it, yeah.
A Two-Face would be Mint Mad Hatter 2.
Yeah, Mad Hatter, yeah.
Oh, you
And
said Damien
Firefly.
off. Damien Mad Hatter is my favorite DC villain. McFarlane
I
has a
mean,
new
I
Batman.
enjoyed him in the animated TV show. But as far as villains wise, he was never high up on my list. But I get it because I think he is one of those underrated ones. One of my top ones to get if McFarlane did it would be like I would love, and Brian knows this. I would love to just see McFarlane start releasing the animated versions of the characters because I would fucking love Victor Freeze.
I just love Hasbro to get the license, if I'm honest. That would be
I mean,
amazing.
but like, I mean, for me, dude, it's like it seems to be I have to go through McFarlane to get the animated versions because he seems to be kind of slowly adding them in as they go.
Yeah,
But they've been very slow.
Jonathan just said there he has a new batch of animated style figures coming out.
Yeah,
Batman,
that's the ones. They're
Batman,
the yellow card ones. So hopefully, fingers crossed. And they're not the 7-inch ones at all. They're the 6-inch figures, the original size ones. So I'm assuming he must have acquired the molds from the original line.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Shinazura says, speaking of Gotham by Gaslight, did you guys ever see the concept footage for a game of it? Yes.
Yeah.
And that looked really, really cool.
I mean, there was at one point in time there was a lot of different directions, wasn't there? Of where they were going to go with the games.
For this one around the place, it would look really cool.
Well, like I mean, there's even footage flying around at the moment, and some guy did this himself. He created this. It's a 1989 Batman game.
Oh yeah.
But it's done in the Arkham style, with the Batmobile and the whole lot. Like, but it looks fucking pretty solid, dude. It looks really good.
I love Brian. I love. Anyway, I lived in Dublin for years. I'm sorry to hear that, my friend.
Yeah, Dublin's not one of my favorite places. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, Jonathan, Connor, and anyone else who lives there, Tubbs was telling me how much he hates the place the other day.
No, do you know what it was? I don't have it. Just never enjoyed Dublin.
Damien Sly says, proper underrated Batman villain McFarlane figure would be great. Cyclops is basically Leonardo from the Turtles. I resent that, Paddy, because Cyclops is a much bigger dickhead than Leonardo ever was.
The difference, I think the difference is they're doing like leaders always get that fucking rap, don't they? Because they always have to kind of like run the fucking ship and like that. But the difference is for me with Cyclops is just I don't know. He just
makes the unpopular decisions.
Yeah, I mean, I know at times he had to, but it's not even about the unpopular decisions. It's just like the thing that bothered me the most about Cyclops was
as well, though.
I mean, he was really, really shooting above his fucking weight with Jean Grey, like,
and then the Frost.
Like, oh yeah, yeah. But like, I was always like, I mean, it's a bad thing when you're always going to go like you're rooting for Wolverine to take him off her, like.
When you're rooting for
you don't fucking get him. He was just but he was just always that character, wasn't he? He was just that.
I mean, like Tubbs, you're
chipper
fucking root for Wolverine anyway because you're both hairy midgets.
It's probably why, man. It's probably like fucking small, fucking hairy, fucking rage issues. It's all good. The only thing I was missing was the adamantium claws, and we're fucking and maybe a yellow and blue suit, brown suit, fucking. But I mean, I can rock it with the Logan style look.
Okay.
Because I actually have the brown and fucking orange leather jacket upstairs.
Yeah, I've seen it. He thinks he's Logan, guys. Sly says, "Oh, be meant if you did all the 66 villains from Tut to Larry to Lavender." Oh my god, I remember all those. Oh look, another one to be blocked. Go watch another bot destroy. Thanks, Nick. I just found him. Go watch Mad Hatter in the 66 Batman show plus Egghead Tubbs.
I shall do that demo.
Hasbro getting the DC license would be epic. 6-inch 89 Batman will be awesome. Yeah.
Well,
Hasbro,
even if it was Hasbro, bro. Do you know what I mean? Even if it was Hasbro, I would just love to get.
They'd be a lot easier to find as well if they were Hasbro because.
Yeah, of course, but I mean, I would just love to get fucking like if they released like a Christopher Reeve Superman and a fucking Michael Keaton Batman. Like that, but without having to pay fucking like ridiculous prices to get them. You know what I mean?
Well, they're all action figures are kind of expensive now anyway.
Yeah,
But
they
like,
are, they are. But you mean like if you could get one for 30, 40 bucks instead of having to pay fucking 150, 200 euro for one.
I tell you one thing, right? If Hasbro got the DC license in the morning, I would buy every Green Lantern they made.
Now, to be fair, I mean, like now, I mean, it's kind of up in the air now. Now, obviously, I don't think they're going to take it off McFarlane either,
No, he has it for a while
but they
now.
could
Anyway.
definitely still release like a Hasbro line as well,
No, they
because
can't.
Discovery or I think
No,
things will start to
until
change when Discovery take over that entire thing.
it would be so weird as well with Hasbro having Marvel and DC under the one umbrella. I don't
Yeah,
know
but
if
I
they
mean,
can. I think it happen.
Discovery have already kind of said it, dude, that they're looking to kind of like broaden it out now and go like a very different direction with certain things and not stay in the same vein as Warner Brothers had it with the material, the DC line.
I don't think they'll take it off McFarlane for a while anyway yet.
No.
Um,
I think that's kind of where a lot of the DC lines will lie. But it'd be interesting to see the direction because I know the movies and I know like things like that are going to start going in a different direction. I mean, do they build an MCU style universe over time? Do they go single movies again? Discovery seem to
they're
be.
going to do it all and see what sticks.
Yeah, I mean, like I think they're going to do it all. I mean, I mean, look, I could be fucking wrong on this, and if I am, you can call me on it if it never happens. But from what
Anyway,
I'm reading online, it seems like no, but I mean, but it seems to be that Discovery are very, very open to like TV shows for DC, bringing back the Snyder fucking story arc, expanding past that into the multiverse. I'm telling you, you should watch the interview. Your man that runs Discovery, he was saying it. It was like they're a lot more open to like having more than one Batman at a time, having more than one Superman. But see, there's a lot of reviews that are coming out about that. There's a lot of people saying that like, oh, they're completely fucking wiping out the Snyderverse, and then there's other reviews coming out saying, oh, Batfleck is actually not leaving, and it's so up in the air, man. Do you know what it is being a DC fan at the moment? Like, especially from the live action movie side, it's exhausting. It's actually exhausting, man. Really fucking is like. You know.
Anyway, Damien says maybe you and your daughter should look into that. Would have a laugh watching this class show.
Yeah, maybe so, dude.
Make another bot. Destroy. I got him.
Yeah.
Patty, fuck Dublin. I am with Tubbs on this. Mick says,
thanks, birds. Kill him.
No offense to anyone.
Yeah, you're on top of your fucking bot game as well, man.
No offense to anyone.
Yeah, obviously, no offense to anyone from Dublin. Like, I just.
Jonathan says, show us in the doll where Dublin hurt you, Paddy. And Paddy says, lived in Dalkey for a year and hated it.
Well, see, at least Paddy has kind of like living experience there. I just flat out just never enjoyed my time there.
Next time an X-Men get a special guest, Tubbs is Wolverine.
Oh man, why would you play me like that, Mick? Because then I'd have to like bang her for the sake of the story arc, like.
No, because she'd know exactly what you were thinking, then you'd be fucked.
Her ego wouldn't allow her past it, man.
Worked on Dawson Street and had to walk up the Keys to Tara Street Dart Station and was constantly in fear of junkies shanking me with syringes. Oof.
I can fucking relate because when we were up in Dublin, Brian, remember this? At a little event for a film called The Perished.
That's the place is full of pricks.
And we had to walk like to the other side of the city with Paddy. And fuck me, it was an uncomfortable stroll, man, because it was just
fucking
nighttime in Dublin's worse than daytime, is all I'll say.
I always say once you're out before the traffic at 4, you're flying it.
And we were not.
Well, we were there at about 4 in the morning, I suppose it was.
Jeez, it was late. It was late, fucking late back.
Oof.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Christopher Reeve's Superman wheelchair accessory. Oof.
Finally, the comments have gone past what I would say.
No, they never go past you, Tubbs. They get.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's so fucking weird. I'd say certain shit, but certain stuff I won't say. Wow. Oh, Jesus Christ, the horse, man. Fucking hell. And let's go one step further. The horse is like that game, Joe fucking Buckaroo. You just start hitting shit to it and it fucking flies him off. Brian, check your Twitter now.
Oh, this is bad. This is ominous. Oh, can I screen share this? Hold on a second.
Go on, screen share it. See what the fuck is going on in your Twitterverse.
So this is actually pointed at you.
At me?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is actually fucking talking shit about me on Twitter, man?
You'll see.
Is it Mick? Is it Mick on Twitter talking shit about me?
No.
Okay. Oh man, did Brie Larson finally fucking?
No. Keep slamming Dublin tubs, I dare you.
What was it?
Connor, that is beautiful, man. I love it.
Connor, I fucking love it. That's top notch.
That's amazing. Paddy, I have my Brian's action figure reviews bingo card here and just marked off Tubbs mentioning the Snyder word. Yeah, that's the trigger word for me to move on. Now, Tubbs, tell us
what this? So this fucking thing right here? I swear I do.
Such a donkey. Oh, that sounds like a terrible experience. Surrounded by Southsider pricks, Connor. It was. Donkey is where Bono lives.
Southside Dublin, huh?
Southside, like.
Oh man, where Bono's from. Fucking hell.
Southside, like.
Fucking Bono, the fucking walking turd, huh?
I throw stones at the wall over his castle trying to hit the cunt. Too Mad says, man, that Cad Bane was one of the introduction was some of the best I've seen in Star Wars. The execution was perfect. Yes, it was. I have it right here. Fucking amazing.
So should we fucking segue into this or
we will? I'll just get to the bottom of the comments first.
Yeah.
Someone must have forgot your caramel and a frappuccino somewhere. And Bono is King Prick.
Yeah.
Hey there, mister.
He genuinely is the prick of the Irish. Like, well, to be fair, he's kind of fucking even keel now with Conor McGregor. Like,
oh wow, amazing!
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Wheelchair edition Superman could be remote controlled. Add an extra button for seizure mode. Woo!
Wow!
Perfect. So yeah, that's right on target. Just like Cad Bane was in Star Wars. Let's talk about Star Wars.
Let's fucking talk about it.
That's a creamy segue, Tubbs. Oh, so funny. Okay. Where's my button? There it is. So, where are we? Let's go to the comments first. Connor, they were probably out of couscous on lunchtime, and Paddy has never forgiven them. And Too Mad says, I fucking collapsed when I saw him walking through the desert. Jonathan Redmond. Nah, it was nothing like that, lads. It was just full of fucking dubs. That was the main problem. Oh,
that's fucking delightful. I
imagine how someone from Clare would find city living very difficult.
Wow. Jeez, there's just shit left and right been trying tonight. Like,
fuck Subpar 7, Bono, and Gambit.
Gambit don't belong in that fucking list.
Everyone was. Every time I clapped my hands, a child died. Some lad shouted, "Stop clapping, you cunt!" I added my own "you cunt" in there because I'd imagine that's what they'd say. So, Tubbs, you want a first shot in this one?
Which?
Book of Boba Fett.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm really enjoying the Mandalorian season 3, at the moment.
It's the Book of Star Wars, like really.
No, I agree with you completely. This should be called a Star Wars story. Like Boba Fett literally had a 30-second cameo in his own fucking show.
Do you remember when Mandalorian season 2 ended?
Yes.
Jon Favreau, when talking about the Book of Boba Fett, kind of said, there isn't going to be Mandalorian season 3 next year. There's going to be kind of like Mandalorian
2.5, like, yeah. Now, to be fair, I do get it as well because, and you got to look at it as well. I mean, it's called the Book of Boba Fett, and what do we know about books? Even though it's based on a certain character, it always ventures out into different kind of avenues. Do you know what I mean?
Like it all comes back to him eventually. Do you know that's what I mean?
I mean, you know yourself. The final episode of the show is going to be fucking that big fucking war or whatever, like fucking, and it's going to be he's going to be at the forefront of it. But yeah, this episode this week, fuck, it was some of the best Star Wars I've seen in years.
Yeah, it was like I saw some people saying like this is what like after Return of the Jedi should have been. Not the sequel trilogy, like.
And now, I mean, I heard some people talking shit about like fucking like Luke, and I was like, oh, he looked off and weird, and dude, I said it to you after I watched it. I was kind of going, yeah, okay, look, you're never going to get fucking your CGI in a character that's kind of in his 60s now, 70s, whatever Mark Hamill is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's hard. I mean, sometimes you see it done and it's done for a few seconds and it looks amazing, but they've managed to do it for an entire fucking episode. You know what I mean?
Like
it was so good.
I guess this kind of opens up another discussion though, with that technology being so crazy advanced. Like where's the limit? Do they bring back Leia for her own fucking thing eventually? I don't know.
I've heard rumors. I've heard rumors that they're fucking apparently they're going to do that same thing they did with Luke with Han Solo for himself and Chewie's show.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Moving forward, so it seems like they are exploring that avenue of like. I mean, to be fair. Like even in this, like you see him building that Jedi temple that you saw in the sequel trilogy, which I thought was like, even if they don't erase the sequel trilogy now they have scope to really, really build out.
I don't, like, you know, I've been on a few live streams now and listen to YouTube videos and stuff. I don't think they're not gonna retcon the sequel trilogy.
I don't think they should do it. I don't think they should because
like there is 20 years between where we are now and where the Force
exactly. There's so much fucking story to tell. So much
room for more stuff there, like.
And if you can figure out a way, because you saw the difference, right? Obviously, do you know what I mean? I've always said it when you CGI characters, you can always see it in the eyes. Do you know what I mean? The eyes are like it's weird. But like I mean, fucking yeah. I mean, nobody's watching it going, oh my god, it doesn't even look like CGI. You know he's CGI. You know it's not like Mark Hamill playing that role, even though Mark Hamill must have got a nice paycheck for sitting at home. Do you know?
Well, yeah, maybe.
Do you know what I mean?
Did you hear that they like fed the old recordings into a computer and they spat out like new?
Yeah. I mean, and didn't they took? I mean, I don't know if I could be wrong on this, but from what I was reading, it was they took audio. And then
that's what I mean.
They used the machine to bring it kind of like and level it out to sound like a young Luke.
Younger Luke, yeah.
Dude, that in its own right. And Dave Filoni and Favreau, man, they're like fucking. These guys should be. And to be fair, what's your one's name? Fucking did last week's episode?
Oh, the one from Jurassic Park, Ron Howard.
Yeah, fucking. She played Gwen Stacy in the original Spider-Man trilogy as well.
Bryce Howard.
Fucking Ron Howard.
Bryce Dallas Howard, yeah.
Bryce Dallas Howard, Ron Howard's daughter. She seems to know her shit as well when it comes to Star Wars.
Her episode in Mando season 2 was fantastic as well.
Yeah, it's fantastic, man. And I mean, and I do get it. I get the jokes. You know, oh, Boba is a fucking side character on his own show. Oh, fucking, they're doing fan service up the woozah, you know, all this shit. Dude, I'm sorry. Like, you got to see fucking Luke and fucking Ahsoka interact. You know, you got to see fucking R2-D2 come back. You got to see fucking Mando kind of, and that whole Grogu thing, just see that more explored.
That where it's just like, oh, you're just like your father. Like, oh.
But you know what I mean? It was like, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird, right? It like last week's episode felt like hardcore Mandalorian, and I was like, and that's not a bad thing because that's so fucking good. This week, even though it was Mandalorian kind of esque, it felt like a really cool fucking Western mixed with old school fucking Star Wars. You know, it was really fucking good.
Like let's start from the start. You had
go on.
Cobb Vanth at the very start coming back into it.
Timothy Olyphant. I fucking love him in it, man. He's brilliant.
He's an excellent actor as well, and
very well cast for that role as well.
He kind of stopped the pikes coming through his Mos Pelgo, is it? Was that what it's called?
And do you know what I do love about that shot as well? Is
whatever.
It was the way, like, I mean, obviously he fucking, you know, but like when he did the whole, you know, like obviously the Western gun draw on his side, like he took 2 shots and took out 3 guys. Do you know what I mean? And then like I mean, and then it was like he winked at the fourth guy. Then I was kind of going like, oh man, he's letting the last dude know he could have taken him out too.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Do
Like,
you know, I loved how that was designed. I loved how it was designed. Um, and it was just it was just so good, man. And then just even all the stuff with Luke and Grogu and fucking the training sequences and you know fucking and it really did feel like fucking like Luke and fucking Yoda 2.0 in a good way, you know. Um, I loved it, dude. I mean, I obviously fucking you could sit there and like you know pick because I've seen people do it and I pick holes in the CGI and Luke and you know fucking all this kind of stuff. For me, that's pointless. We all know that's not Mark Hamill. You know, we
yeah, of
all know,
course. Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
it looks like fucking Luke from Jedi. It looks and to be fair, the CGI is way better than it
Yeah,
was
if you look at the
in.
difference in season 2 when he appeared, like,
But do you
um,
know why?
no. Oh, they hired the
You
new
know,
guy from the
no,
YouTube
no,
guy,
yeah.
didn't
But
they?
you know the guy that did the
Yeah,
deep
they
fake
hired him.
version.
Yeah,
They went and hired him to
yeah,
do it,
the
which
YouTuber.
is fucking genius. Do you know you have these guys online that are doing it better than the studios are doing it? Fucking give these guys the job. They know what they're fucking doing. Man did that in his fucking house. You know, I
Connor,
thought that was a cool story when I read that.
Connor said it has to be after that intro unless they're putting him away for something big coming down the line. Two Mad says Boba Fett has been shafted the past 2 episodes. Absolutely ridiculous. One of my favorite characters isn't being recognized properly. I don't think he's been shafted at all. Like, wait until the finale, and
I think the payoff will be worth it.
yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I do think
At the
that.
moment, like he's looking for people to help him, and they've shown Mandalorian's side quest, I suppose, to put a gaming tag on it, and what he's doing before he joins the main quest.
But I mean,
Damien, go on.
no. But I do get the argument to it as well. Do you know what I mean? I do get that
Yeah,
argument that
I
it's like a
understand as
Boba,
well. Yeah, yeah.
you know, it's a Boba Fett show, and he has been sidelined because last week's episode he wasn't in it, and this week's episode he was in it for 30 seconds. You know, so I do get the argument completely. That you know, like he's been kind of like shafted or sidelined on his own show, but I do think that the payoff at the end of this season will be worth the build that they've been showing us.
Damien says Danik Jericho, hands down, is another character given his unique backstory would be great to show up in Mando or Book of Boba Fett. Brian, for your audience, look him up and read his bio if you can. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to screen share it for everyone that can. So Danik Jericho, there's an Anzati bounty hunter known as Eater of Luck and others as Death. So I'll just show him for a second before we move on. Share screen. Dum, 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 dum. So, yeah, there's this guy, frequent patron of Communal Spaceport Cantina, drank his victims' brain matter. Nice. Reasoning that they would go unnoticed. He preyed on murderers, thieves, and thugs. It's very murdery for Disney, I would say. Born new words. Seeking out the soup of dangerous criminals. Came to go back. Was hired on Tatooine to protect from an Imperial assassin. Also, he was in Jabba's palace. So that character seems a bit fucking mental, if I'm honest. Appeared as an uncredited character in Star Wars A New Hope. He was portrayed by ballet instructor Roy State, who was listed as one of the local ugly men. So he's been in a lot of the books and stuff. But yeah, interesting looking guy. But yeah. So Jonathan says Boba has a non-speaking cameo in his own show after a 100% episode Mando focus one. The Luke CGI looked amazing. Yeah,
It
100%.
did.
Erasing the CGI trilogy will be Disney admitting defeat. They'll never do that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, and as I agree with Brian, I don't think they should. I genuinely don't think they should retcon as much as it wasn't for everyone.
Yeah,
I think
like as bad as it finished up, there is a lot of things I liked in it.
Because if they are doing the route of the last 20 years, dude, from like Jedi up to the new one, and they're doing it through these shows to really expand the world over, like there's your chance to fucking open up all the plot holes or the little things like where did Palpatine come from? How did he come back? There's your fucking thing. You do it. You
hopefully
explain.
not through Grogu, as I've seen other people say.
No, but like what I'm saying is like you can build, like you can see how like the Knights of Ren and all that shit kind of like fucking came about. Do you know what I mean? The fucking fall of the Jedi Temple, like how Luke ended up where he
Like,
ended up. You can flesh all that shit out, man. And then when you watch those
comic
movies,
for the Knights of Ren was
completely open.
amazing. Like,
you know what I mean? There's ways to turn that trilogy into something better than people see it now by fleshing these things out through these shows, and to do it at the level they're doing it. You know,
Jonathan says full-on deep fake tech for an entire season would cost a fortune. You can see where the budget was spent in the last 2 episodes compared to the first 4. Yeah, I think they just have to recast Luke if they're going to be bringing him back properly.
I mean, yeah, but see, I mean, I think this is. I mean, again, this is what this could be. This could be like a trial run to see can they do it.
Bryce,
do you know what I mean? Like to see can they actually like do an entire episode or even like a section of an episode where he's fully walking and things like that. But did you know that they took certain sections of dialogue, certain like word pronunciations as well? Because obviously, you know, it's easier to pronounce G's than it is H's on CGI mouths and things. So they kind of use certain words and things like that, certain phrases.
Connor said,
go on.
Connor said, I think they should bring in younger actors. That way they can use them and expand the story out more. Paddy said, I think they should get Sebastian Stan for Luke. He is very like him, but is he just the popular choice, though? I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, I mean,
they came out with
me personally, I think if they can figure out how to do these deep fake things like really, really well, like I mean, you've seen in this is a massive improvement from Mandalorian.
Yeah,
you know, on how he looked. If you get another run at it again and you keep perfecting that and that gets better, then I don't see the issue. I mean, obviously the budget is where the money comes and stuff, like, you know, I mean, how much it'll actually take to process him through an entire season. But there's ways and means around that, dude. You know, there really is. You can reuse sections if you're CGIing that in.
Jonathan says Disney will never retcon the sequel movies. They'll just keep the non-prequel current Star Wars era's project in the Mandalorian timeline setting. Connor says, but you can sideline the sequels. There is loads of room. Yeah, like I said a while ago, there's loads of room for new stories for years up to that point. We need the Tron verse to kick off. Yeah, I think Admiral Tron or Grand Admiral Tron is going to be the big bad for all these shows for a while, I think. Absolutely.
Dude, I will be back in 1 second. The kids are after waking, so I will jump back on in a sec.
Go on, I'll go through the comments anyway.
Cool.
Connor said I didn't give a shite about the CGI in the Mando S2 finale. I was so happy to have Luke back on screen, and I would have been happy to have a short Irish actor even play the role. Oh, Tubbs, you just missed that one. But yeah, like Luke got his Darth Vader moment where he slashed through the fucking all those drones that Gideon had. That was awesome. Exactly, Connor. Disney knows where the merch sales are, and it's prequel and original trilogy era. The Last Jedi was so bad and destroyed legacy characters, and The Rise of Skywalker was such a shite show that the story can't continue. I wouldn't say it couldn't continue from there. I think those characters, once you give them a few years, people will come back around to them. I wouldn't mind seeing Rey and more stuff. And Finn. Paddy said, I mean, he's an exceptional actor and looks like him. I think the deep fake thing won't work because you still need a really good actor underneath the deep fake. 2, The Last Jedi even fucked up the Force Awakens plot points like the Knights of Ren. The Force Awakens, Day and Kylo took out the Jedi Temple. In The Last Jedi, it was only Kylo that did it. Like, not in a big way. It's grand for little bits and stuff. But like someone said earlier, I don't think a full show with a deep fake character would work. Yeah, I wouldn't mind if they recast. Like, obviously, we have Luke in this era now as well, but Leia is around. Han Solo and Chewbacca are around still in this timeline. Surely they're going to pop up eventually as well. because you can't like. Do you think we're going to get to a point where you have Han Solo and Leia with a young Ben Solo? Has to happen, like surely. But yeah, like let's talk about Cad Bane for a second. So like a lot of people haven't watched Clone Wars, but even those that didn't, when they saw him, when I saw him, and the teeth and everything, it was just absolutely majestic. Oh, Tubbs is back. You didn't turn it off, Tubbs.
To which?
You didn't turn it off.
Which, the camera?
Yeah, I thought you were trying to turn it off. But anyway.
Oh, no, no.
So yeah, I've just got the Cad Bane, and we're just saying like we
Yes.
have. I was just saying there while you were gone, like with Luke popping up now here and there. Eventually, Leia, Han, and Chewbacca have to pop up as well.
Yeah.
If they're all around still, like so. I think the best. Ooh, drop my mic there. The best thing I think is just to recast the whole lot and be done with it.
Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, over time, they probably will. I mean, if it ends up costing like way too much money to, excuse me, way too much money in like visual tech to do it. Well, let's be honest, Disney's the company that has the fucking bottomless pit in its fucking arsenal, like, so they could do it that way for as long as they want. But no, I mean, recast or deep fake, whichever way you're going to do it. I just think it's fucking unreal that we get to see this happen. Do you know what I mean? In any way, shape, or form.
I think as well, like just to talk about the toxic fandom kind of thing again for a minute, is we're living in an era of humanity that gets to watch Star Wars. You know, we're in the last 50 years of how many thousands of years, and we're the generation to get to see Star Wars. So I don't care. Make more, make shit ones, make good ones. I'll watch them all.
I mean, like we've said this 100 times. I mean, and this goes for DC stuff as well, and everything that I talk about. It's just sometimes you just got to be fucking happy, man. You're getting to see your fucking the shit you loved growing up being turned into fucking actual movies and TV shows, and it's more content. It's more content, Star Wars content than we ever thought we'd see when we saw the original movies. Do you know what I mean?
Johnson says Bane walking to town from the desert bugged me. Why does no one in this show use a fucking speeder? I thought straight away that that crafty bastard parked about a mile away just to fucking so he wouldn't have been heard coming into town. That's what I thought anyway. I never thought he just walked from nowhere into the
I mean, I didn't even register or think that. I just thought like, this is a cool fucking entrance. Do you know what
I mean? But yeah, like Tubbs, you didn't really watch Clone Wars, did you?
See, I mean, do you remember I asked you? Like, correct me if I'm wrong on this.
I always do.
Do you remember I said to you I thought it was the fucking dude from the Clone or the Attack of the Clones when they were chasing him in the fucking city.
Who was that? That was.
Do you remember it was like the assassin that tried to kill fucking Princess Amidala and Padme
at the very start.
Yeah.
They killed him, didn't they?
But that's in my brain. I was like, is that the fucking dude from fucking like? No, but then I was kind of going, no, it's not. And then because I'd never watched the Clone Wars TV show, I've seen bits and pieces and the Bad Batch, so I kind of saw him there. But I didn't know enough about him. But dude, I know. Like, I mean, if it popped me as hard as it did from the little knowledge I had, but you know what I mean, from the little knowledge I had of that character to the massive knowledge you guys probably had, you fucking like. I marked out. I was like, that's fucking awesome. He looks unreal. Do you know, live action? You know the character way better than I do. Like you know he's fought Jedi's and he's fought Obi-Wan and things like that. You know, he has, isn't he? I'm not wrong on that.
I think so. Yeah. Where is he? I don't know.
I think so. I mean, I'm probably wrong, but I do remember an episode I watched where he fought Obi-Wan.
He has fought Boba Fett before.
Yeah, because isn't the dent in the helmet from him?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I could be wrong, but I remember I watched an episode where I think he fought Obi-Wan. he like fucking electrified him up and everything, and I can't I can't remember what episode it was. I kind of was just flicking through and it was on, so I watched it.
I was just looking at him.
But he looked fucking unreal. Like he looked, and correct me if I'm wrong. This is all practical makeup, right?
Think so, yeah.
Yeah, from what I was reading, looks so fucking cool. Now again,
that's the
we were talking about like toxic fandom and all this kind of shit. People were giving out that he wasn't blue enough.
Well, he's in the desert. He's faded a bit.
Yeah, I was kind of going like, lads. I mean, look, you're getting a character in live action, like, and he looks fucking real. Like he looks so fucking good. And the fucking first thing you complain about is he's not blue enough. That's like watching the Smurfs movie and goes like, oh well, their complexion is not as blue as it was in the original cartoon. You know, it's like, fucking come on. Like now you're nitpicking shit. You know, now you're just looking to fucking pull the shit apart. You know, as I said, I had a lot less knowledge of this character. I knew the character. Like the minute he walked on, I remember I was going, oh my God, is that him? Because I remembered him from Brian was badgering at me for ages, to watch the Clone Wars. So I kind of started dipping into it a small bit, but not enough to really know like some of these characters. So like other people are probably, as I said, going to like, lose their fucking mind when they saw this thing, because I know you did, you know. And I marked out a bit because I knew who the character was. I wasn't going, who is he? You know, I actually knew who he was.
Yeah,
I was going,
Filoni cut his teeth on Clone Wars, like, so it's all his stuff that's in these.
Yeah, so I mean, and you can kind of see that he is Filoni seems to be bringing like a lot of the animated stuff into the live action, which is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
in every way, shape, or form. Like,
yeah, Paddy says, I don't think it's just down to the money though, Tubbs. I think you lose some performance with deepfake too. It's fine.
Oh no, you do. But I mean, if you can, like,
you need a good actor.
But I mean, what I mean about doing it the deepfake way is if you're telling a Luke story that covers over time, that covers where he is now to, you know, like the new sequel trilogy set. Like deepfake would give you that ability to age him up as he goes. Do you know what I mean? I mean, that would be an option. That's what
you need to. If you just cast a new actor, he can age naturally along with the fucking.
Yeah, you could do it that way as well. I mean, like, look, either way is good. I mean, we get to see fucking Luke extend the story on.
It's a great time to be alive, so we can watch Star Wars TV shows. Also, Tubbs, I haven't watched the Clone Wars TV shows.
Yeah, I agree completely, man. I mean, like, I'm like,
Filoni is a fucking king. He is.
This is the beauty of this new Star Wars TV stuff, right? It's now making me want to go back and watch the old cartoons. Like really sit down, because now I really I'm there kind of going, I know some of the Ahsoka and Anakin stuff. Do you know, and that whole thing. I know some of it.
Seven like, is amazing. If you can watch that on its own, even it's short. It's a short season.
Yeah, I mean, but it's what I mean by that, Brian, is I haven't sat down and watched like the Clone Wars and what's the other one? Rebels. But now it's kind of, I'm kind of going, do you know what I might do? Do you know what I mean? I didn't really like the Bad Batch, but that was, I don't know.
The Bad Batch wasn't great. I'm going to be honest, it wasn't great.
But these shows are making me kind of go back now when they're bringing like live action characters in. Like I knew enough about Ahsoka and her story to know when she showed up. I was like, I know what's going on with this character. Like that's what I mean. But you know, obviously there's going to be other people in the Clone Wars that are probably going to show up now.
Connor says, we've not seen a ship for Ahsoka. Is she using the world between worlds? I hope not, but potentially a way for John and Dave to shift the sword. Now, Connor, you're going to have to explain that to me because I'm not 100% sure.
Now, I even know what that is.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, the world between worlds is like, I don't know obviously in detail, but you know, from what I've seen in little pieces, it's like a gateway that she's able to like move through, like not time and space, but she's able to
like just appear at places, doesn't she?
But wasn't that like how she was able to like hide herself for so long, and she fucking disappeared and came back and all this kind of stuff? That was got to do with that, wasn't it? Yeah. I mean, as I said, I haven't watched it enough to know, but I remember seeing bits and pieces of that.
Paddy says the director me just doesn't want performances to be entirely digitized. I trust actors. I don't need replicas. I need people.
Well, to be fair, Pat,
that feel like the
the
character. I
the young
agree.
actor that they cast to, which I fucking thought this was fantastic, by the way, was and this is, I mean, and this goes kind of onto what Paddy and me talked about when we did the Perished. Funny enough, about like this isn't the same process. Obviously, this isn't a character suit, but it's taking an actor that isn't going to have his face seen. But like they got him to like use like Luke's posture, how he would lean forward, how he would stand, how he would walk and move, and
mimic.
And having that actor kind of portrayed the posture of Luke Skywalker from Jedi, and then having his face on really kind of melded the two together to make like a fucking perfect fucking meal. You know what I mean?
A happy meal, a chicken nugget happy meal. Yeah,
No. I mean, go on.
I think if it goes entirely digital, we end up in prequel trilogy territory again. I agree.
I agree. I agree.
Element out of it.
But the difference here is, I mean, I know it's the face, and I know there's an argument with it, and people are like, recast them, keep going with it. But I don't know. I think what they're doing right now is working in every way, shape, or form.
For now,
yeah, you know yourself, they're going to hit speed bumps, or you're going to have like fucking, like robotic fucking, like Power Rangers on bikes. You know what I mean? There was a misstep. But for the most,
I didn't mind those at all, to be honest.
But I do like how they're doing it. I do like that they're mixing practical with visual, like like visual effects, because everyone knows all that. Like they're in everything they shoot is in that big huge fucking dome, that new fucking like Unreal Engine fucking thing they're using.
Video room, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So I mean, like 50% of what you're seeing is visual effects.
Amazing.
Do you know what I mean? I mean, and within a practical set, which I think is fucking fantastic. Just to see what they're churning out, man, it's just. I mean, I've been thoroughly impressed. Now, let's be honest, with the Book of Boba Fett season so far, we're up to what are we now? 6 episodes in?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've liked 4 and I have disliked 2. That's kind of where I am with it. So I've liked more than I haven't liked.
Yeah.
But I think that's because the last 2 were.
You can't individualize this a long form story though.
No, you can't at all. But I mean, for me, like just on personal, but just for personal viewing, like I didn't like the first episode. I liked the second one. I didn't like the third. Then I liked the fourth, and then they went Mandalorian 2.5, and I was fucking like boom, hooked. So yeah. I mean, I've especially the last 2 episodes. I really fucking enjoyed what I've seen. I hope there's a lot more that coming. I can't wait for Mandalorian season 3. I can't wait for, and I think they accidentally released it. Was it the Obi-Wan show is now May?
Yeah, I think that was always going to be May 4th though.
So like you've the Obi-Wan show coming, you've the Ahsoka show coming, you've fucking Mandalorian season 3.
Andor in summer as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, I hope it's good. I liked him, but I
because it's going to be in a similar tone to that, like.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to piss a lot of people off here in the comments, but I liked him in Rogue One, but not enough to fucking want an entire show. And apparently they've action season 2 already before they've even released it.
Yeah, they're going to film it in the summer.
Yeah, so I mean, like,
must be confident.
Dude, as fans of this material, you just want it to be fucking good. You just want to you just want to enjoy it,
Jonathan,
you're not going to find me sitting down picking apart every inch of these shows. You're just not,
unless it's Eternals.
Wow.
Well, Jonathan says, as much as I dislike the sequels, I hate the idea of time travel in Star Wars. Yeah, keep it out of it. Agree, Jonathan, hate the idea of it. Jonathan says, agree, Paddy, the prequels, green scenes, CGI scenes have not held up well for the most part.
No.
Or any of the scenes that he put into the original trilogy as well afterwards. Those,
but I mean, he tinkered with all those movies for years anyway, you know what I mean?
Jonathan says, I'd be more interested in the Andor show if K2SO was with him. Yeah, that would be cool, actually.
Not a bad call.
So let's run down some of the news from this week. Some good, some great, some just fucking stupid. So Scream 6 has already been announced.
What is it?
Scream 6.
Okay. I've yet to see the new one, but yeah, I heard that they're pushing for a new trilogy. Is that what they were saying? Or like continuing it?
Like I know, I think Paddy has seen it as well,
Yeah, I
but
mean,
I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it, but the main girl, no interest in seeing her act again because I thought she was awful in it. But there was kind of two main girls, two sisters. One of them was really good, and one of them was terrible. Um, Paddy says, "I worry with the with the improvements of 2 years since the Mando finale, and continuing improvements like green screen 20 years, we will be like it looks so bad here." Yeah, it's
well, I
stuff
mean,
like this would age badly as well.
yeah, I mean, it could, but I think I don't know. It's weird, man. I think that new Unreal Engine fucking tech they're using is really after stepping the game up for when it comes to CGI. From
It's
what
like
I've seen of it so far, you know what I mean.
it's like those
It
pubs
seems to
when
be a very different beast. I don't know. It's weird. I mean, look, you know yourself. All technology 20 years down the line is going to look outdated, regardless. I mean, some
yeah,
things,
it's like when you play a PlayStation game for the first time, you're like, oh my
yeah,
god, and when you look at it now, it looks like fucking
yeah. I
death.
mean, there's some games I fucking absolutely adore, and when I put them on now, I'm like, oh, graphics are really bad on this motherfucker. Like, you do, like, you know what I
Um,
mean. But I know I agree with Pat in a lot of ways as well. As like, I mean, like it's some movies, like, when you see them, they look great. Like, I mean, you look at some of the Matrix stuff, and
Bring it
Matrix
back
One for me was
to
a groundbreaking movie. But
video
you
games. Yeah.
watch Matrix One now, you can really see certain things having aged well, and that was a really solid fucking movie. But and the other two movies then
Chris,
after that followed weren't great at all.
all technology will look outdated, but original Star Wars doesn't. Yeah,
Do you know what? And do you know
100%.
why I think these shows will stand up a little more is because they're really 50-50 in the bag with practical effects.
Mm.
It's kind of like they went back to the old guard, which is why I think this is working a lot more. They're not relying on like mocap suits and fucking. I mean, they are obviously fucking. Do you know what I mean? Like certain characters are probably fucking CGI. I'm not on the set. I don't know. Um, but from
I
what
am
I can
fond of
see
Top
as a
Tubs.
yeah, but from what I can see as a fan, it
Fuck's
seems to
sake.
be that they are like even going back to that practical. Like they're using more practical than they probably would have on the prequel trilogy. Do you know what I mean? And as bad as the sequel trilogy was, you could see that there was a little bit more practical in there as well. It seemed to be that they were gauging backwards for a better product, in my opinion. I don't know.
Yes, I'm glad you agreed with me, Paddy. The main girl was legit awful in the new Scream, which was a shame. The sister was phenomenal. I want to see more of her. My mate Guy Busick is writing the new movie, and he co-wrote Scream 5. That is awesome.
That's fucking cool.
Um, yeah, the main girl was. Oh no, I have to go over here now. More you get more emotion in a deep fake. But the younger sister who was in the opening scene, phenomenal. And the killers, they were good. I'm not spoiling the Tubs. I do love that one scene in the middle where the killer says, "My pleasure," and you'll know what that is, Paddy. That was an amazing scene, I have to say. Uh,
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try get to it soon.
um,
Because yeah,
they're
the
using
internet is
more.
a ball of dicks. Like,
Paddy said the main girl was fucking dreadful, man. It killed me because I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I was praying for
and
her to
I'm
get caught. Like,
and I'm like you two boys, man. I'm a fucking huge Scream fan, dude. I fucking love all those movies. Even the third one, as bad as it was in a lot of places, I fucking still go back and watch it now, man. You know, I love that fucking franchise. So it and it's literally, I'm shocked I haven't gone to see it yet.
and to be fair, Paddy, like I love the arc that she had, but I felt it was wasted on her with because she's so bad. I loved who she was and her motivation at the end and how she did what she did to the killers and stuff. But yeah, Tubbs, do you want to leave the room for a minute?
I can
I'm
do.
joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah.
I'll message you in a while, Paddy. But yeah, I think it was wasted on her. And yeah, yeah, same. Okay, so let's move on from that because I don't want to spoil it because I know Tubbs loves these movies as much as we do. Um, they're using more practical, but that's what I like to see them only use deep fake in small bits and not in a big way, in my opinion. Jonathan says practical effects hold up film transfers to 4K better than CGI, which is mostly shot in 2K. It does. I loved it when they revealed the killer was Scooby Doo and Daffy Duck. That was zoinks, Scoops. That was class.
So are you telling me Stu and fucking Billy came back?
Survey says no.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tubbs, I'm not with you on Scream 3. I love Scream, but I can't handle that one.
That's
the
what
one
I mean, man.
head,
It's not a great fucking entry to the thing, but it's dude, I don't know what it is about me.
That's the one that
We've
has
talked.
Henriksen in it, isn't it?
It's just the one that were in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a great movie at all. Like, I mean,
Brother.
hands down, I'll tell you, it's probably the worst of the four that I've seen. But yeah, I still watch it because I just love the franchise.
So other news. Speaking of disappointments, Dakota Johnson was cast as Madam Web in the Sony Spider shit verse.
Yeah, Madam Web the movie.
Why?
So they seem to be really, really like pushing full scale into the Spider-Verse live action thing, don't they?
Why? That's all I'm going to say. Like, I know there's a younger version of Madam Web in the comics. I think I can't remember who plays her. It could be
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're giving her the Aunt May treatment on this. Like,
yeah,
they want to
yes, exactly. Why are they doing her as Madam Web and not Silk or Spider-Woman, for fuck's sake? Yes, Spider-Woman, perfect casting. But then,
and crazy thing about it, what's your one's name? It's is it Olivia Wilde? Is that the actress?
Oh, for Spider-Woman, is it?
Yeah, is she directing or is she Spider-Woman?
Directing.
She's directing Spider-Woman, all right. Yeah, see, because that's what I'm saying is Sony seem to be really moving forward with this live action fucking Spider-Verse. Like, they seem to be really kind of pushing into it.
All I remember Madam Web from is the 90s animated
I mean,
show.
yeah, I mean, that would have been my first introduction to her as well. But I mean, obviously, over time, I've kind of read her through comics and stuff now. But I mean, if like off the top of my head, and this is only a fucking casting choice in my brain, if you were doing the Madam Web of old, like that old version,
you're bitching at Sony for not casting a blind actress now. But that's Twitter.
Oh yeah, they weren't diverse enough in their casting choices. But I would have. This is as I said. This is only my casting choice.
In that movie, I want to go punch.
But Helen Mirren.
Yeah, that's legit. Like,
would have been fucking perfect for that for the older version. But I will say,
literally just said the same thing. Helen Mirren for Madam Web.
There you go. Helen Mirren for fucking Madam Web. In my brain, it just makes sense. But I will say one thing.
It would have been incredible casting for her, Spider-Man.
I don't know if it's a 2-year pandemic or I don't know what it is. But man, I think Dakota Johnson is pretty damn fucking hot. So I'm all fucking.
It's not 50 Shades of Grey, you know.
No, I mean, my God, man, like that thing made me hate her. I was like, she's fucking stupid, you know. Oh no, certain scenes I loved her in, but you know, as an actress, I was like, ooh, you know.
Wouldn't mind seeing her in movie form. One of my favorite Saturday morning shows, as was Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. I think there's rights issues there though, because Firestar and Iceman are both mutants, and therefore.
But isn't it even the guy that did the 90s? Because I follow him on Facebook and stuff, and he is apparently he's having fucking legal issues and he's having rants about it at the moment because apparently he wasn't like some of the story arcs and creations for that show were like from his brain, like he created some of this shit.
But you probably sign a contract. You create these things under the umbrella of the company.
So we've heard it from the comic book creators that like apparently they get paid like peanuts. And their ideas get turned into fucking $1 billion movies, you know. So
like you probably sign away for, I don't know.
But yeah, it's
agree, Paddy. Hard agree. Dakota Johnson is hot. She's unreal.
She was. Have you seen that fucking flick?
Not yet. I did see the one with what's the one where they're all at the motel, all the assassins? I can't think of the name of it. I think Chris Hemsworth is in it as well.
Oh, that was when he sharped his arm for the whole fucking movie.
That's what you remembered. I remember.
No, but I remember that from the poster and the trailer. Like,
I'm gonna look.
I still haven't seen that movie yet.
It's fucking fantastic.
But no, it's she's. I mean, do you know what she's like for me, man? she's like the female Robert Pattinson.
Oh no, definitely not.
Like, no. What I mean, but it's like she
That's
was in the
it.
50 Shades franchise, and everyone looked at her from that and was like, "Oh, I don't like her in this. She's a shit actress." But she's done a lot of fucking good shit.
Bad
You
Times
know,
at the El Royale. That's what it is.
that's what it was. I still haven't seen it.
Such a great movie. Yeah, Paddy,
I will
Drew
have to
Barrymore.
get on that and watch it. But no, I don't know. Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is for me? It's she wouldn't have been my cast choice for Madam Web. I think they're probably going with a younger version of the character. I'm interested to see what they do with it. I mean, it seems like a very different take from what we remember and from the comics I've read.
I mean, like,
Um,
like they have the whole Spider-Man universe, and their picks so far have been Venom, right? Fair enough. Then you have Morbius with Jared Leto. Who wants to fucking watch that? Then you have
I mean, it could be fucking
Craven
good, but
with Aaron Taylor Johnson. Oh,
mm, now I'm going to throw this out into the DC universe for a minute. It seems like Sony's Spider Verse seems to be fucking doing a DC on it.
oh yeah,
They're trying to create an MCU, but they're kind of going
100%.
about it backwards.
Yeah, Sony always do things arseways. They're like, no, I can't say that. That's horrible. They're like the they're like the dumb child in the Marvel family. Sony are like. Paddy
Yeah,
said that's just
I mean, look,
Kristen
I mean,
Stewart. She's in
look,
amazing
you've heard me say it about DC 100 times, man. Do you know what I mean? It's like because I love the material, and I do love the Spider-Man material as well. I'm a big Spider-Man fan. My only hope is that they do it right. You know what I mean? I've
They
seen
won't.
Paddy's
They're
comment.
already starting on the wrong foot. Like that's the
No, but I
problem.
mean,
Like
like that would be my hope that they do it right and they're able to like really create something cool and new from this. And you know, like even like I mean, hopefully bring Andrew Garfield back and then he's their Spider-Man and really expand that out because I mean, you've heard me say it before. I mean, a lot of people didn't like the Andrew
definitely
Garfield
not.
movies. He's one of my favorite Spider-Man.
He was just stuck in a bad movie, which is what Sony are
I mean, the
epic
first
at.
one was good. The second one, I just think they just tried to
Was it
fucking
though?
pile
Was
too
it
much
good?
in at once, man.
Was it good
I
though?
enjoyed them.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean? I mean,
yeah.
I wasn't one of those people that like when spoilers, when he showed up in the new Spider-Man movie, I wasn't like,
But that's
you know,
because
at the
he
end of
was
it going, oh my
amazing.
god, like
You're
he's the
amazing.
best one. I already fucking liked him. Do you know? So I mean,
Yeah.
so I hope he does get to continue on in the Sony verse and do it because Tom Holland is obviously going to keep doing MCU
But the
stuff.
problem is though, like he was a good Spider-Man. He was just stuck in terrible movies.
Yeah, so I mean, your hope would be that like he comes back and gets to redeem those fucking movies and actually have a better fucking a wide open arc and
Um,
everything else. But I mean,
Jonathan, no, she's not. Like comic book fans know of that,
no,
but
I
they
don't
don't
think
really.
so, man. Unless now,
I'd
unless this
rather
is
watch
they
that
do a
ball fall off my
movie.
body than watch Jared Leto as anyone. That's a bit overly harsh, maybe, because he was class
Yeah, I
in
mean, I don't agree.
Enquires,
I
though.
think Jared Leto, like,
He's a
he's getting a
terrible
lot of
Joker as
fucking.
well.
Yeah, I mean, look. Let's be honest. He's the worst of
Oh
the
yeah,
Jokers,
best
right?
Joker ever.
And I think
What?
that's followed him around
What?
like a bad stink. Um, best Joker ever, Paddy. But no, but I genuinely do think that that's followed him
I
around
thought he was a very
because
minor
I
character.
mean, let's be honest, it's like the Robert Pattinson thing. We'll go back to it. Jared Leto's fucking an Academy Award winning actor. You know, the guy's a fucking really good actor when he wants to be. He
Yeah, I
got
think
stuck with a bad
Christian
Joker role. You know, in a
Stewart
bad movie.
is fucking unreal in Clouds of Sils Maria and Personal Shopper. She's the class actress, same as Patterson. She just gets Twilight thrown her. She was good in
This is it,
that
man. Once an actor gets fucking latched with a bad fucking role or a fucking thing, it's like Daniel Radcliffe with the whole Harry Potter thing. You know,
mm.
like he's made some fucking. I mean, and I hated Daniel Radcliffe for years because it was like, oh,
Nice one,
fucking
Connor.
stupid
See
Harry
you
Potter.
later, buddy.
But he's made some fantastic fucking movies as well. So now I'm not trying to look
That's
at
the one I
actors
was
like
thinking
that
of,
anymore.
Jonathan.
She was very good in that.
What was the name of that actually? Was it Underwater? Or
It was underwater, I think,
it was
wasn't
like
it?
The Abyss or something. It was a very good film anyway. Um, why not Black Cat or Silver Sable or any of the female symbiotes if Sony really want a female lead? I think they are doing. Wasn't there like Black and Silver or something they were going to do there at one stage with both
But
of them in one
isn't
movie?
your one didn't wasn't there talks about if they're extending Toby or sorry Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, that you one that played Felicia in
from
was it fucking him?
yeah,
She
she's in
was in
Rogue One
fucking
as
Rogue
well.
One.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
there
could
was
have been
talks
good.
about her like being Black Cat.
Hold on, I'm missing something here. Who's a
Oh, yeah,
cunt?
Paddy hates Jared Leto. I think that's
Oh
what
yeah, I
he
don't like him either.
referencing. No, I mean, I think, I mean,
He needs to fuck off.
I think even from fucking seeing him, I genuinely do think he's
Oh,
like the
right.
male. I think Jared Leto is like the male Brie Larson in real life. I think
Yeah,
he's
Connor.
full of his own fucking ego. But I mean, but yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see how these movies go, and we'll just see how this live action Spider Verse kind of plays out.
Same, Connor. I have work in the morning, so going to be jumping off there.
See you, Con.
Amazing, as always. Thanks for so much for everything. Also, fuck Jared Leto. He's my Brie Larson.
I literally, man, me and Paddy are in sync tonight, man. I literally just fucking said that shit like it's fucking class.
See you next time, Paddy. So yeah, like let's just briefly talk about Peacemaker before we head off. Are you up to date, Tubbs?
Oh, fucking every fucking episode, man.
So yeah, the much love, boys. We'll see you, Paddy. Have a good day, my friend.
Love you too, buddy. See you later.
And thanks for dropping by as well, also.
Yes.
Yeah, so Peacemaker, Tubbs, we find like how fucking rotten would it be to have one of those butterfly cunts come into nothing?
And we found out that like once they take you over, you're dead. Like
you're dead. Yeah, you're gone. Like.
Yeah. You know.
And you know what was going on with that cop? The big gomy looking bastard of a cop who was. Remember?
I mean, I'm assuming he's a butterfly too, right?
No, because the butterfly went into him then at the end.
Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah, fucking. I don't know. I think he was just. I don't know. Just a bit fucking weirdo.
Fucking woods and everything. That was fucking mental.
But I genuinely have talked like let's talk about John Cena for one.
But John Cena is amazing, and
he is so fucking good in this, man. The range he showed in 6 episodes of this fucking show so far is fucking fantastic. Like we always knew it from his promos, like Joe back in the wrestling days. We always knew he was able to like really fucking kind of like command an audience, you know, when he spoke. But to see what he's done in this show over 6 episodes, I mean, I loved him in fucking Suicide Squad. I thought he was one of the
butterflies.
But yeah, he's surprised me in droves in the show, man.
Yeah, a lot of people are asking James Gunn on Twitter, was it actually him playing the piano? It was.
It was. Yeah.
He was absolutely brilliant.
But he's, I mean, we know this from the wrestling days. Like he's a fucking.
He hasn't surprised me because I thought he was excellent in Bumblebee as well. And
I mean, do you think that now he's starting? Like, do you think obviously, because remember, like I've said this as well. I know you're not a big Rock fan as an actor, but you know when the Rock first started off, he was kind of like it was like Scorpion King, Walking Tall, fucking. Do you know what I mean?
B action movies, yeah.
Yeah, but now
he was as well though.
But he was as well as like the Marine and all that kind of stuff. But do you think now Cena's starting to kind of find his kind of like his comfort as an actor? Like that's what it feels like to me. I think the last few things he's done seems to be kind of giving him the confidence to like be able to step that acting range up a notch. And I think this show was really James Gunn really gave him like a fucking we know from acting, man. We've both acted before. Like I mean, acting's a hard gig. You got to be able to tap into a lot of shit to kind of like get a performance and to see not even just like the fucking like it's like to see the cursing, the piss taking, the random fucking craziness out of him. Like he's funny as fuck, but it's the scenes. But it's the scenes, the dramatic scenes he's been doing. I really loved.
Just nails it. Cena is 100 times the actor The Rock will ever be. Yes.
Yeah.
Totally agree. I think The Rock is probably the worst of the generation of wrestler actors. Batista,
I mean, look, I like The Rock, man. I think The Rock is fucking good at what The Rock does.
But see, what The Rock does is just The Rock. He doesn't do anybody else. That's the problem.
like you said it yourself with the Black Adam movie and stuff like that. I mean, fingers crossed, it's visceral and it's violent and it's a different side of what we've seen of him.
Cosplaying as Black Adam. That's the problem.
But I do really think it is going to be like Dwayne Johnson playing Black Adam. Do you know what I mean? But like with John Cena in this show, like you even look at the character, man. He's like fucking that dome on his head. Like John Cena has showed up to like all the fucking press meets, all the fucking junkets in full costume. He's really embraced it, you know. You can tell in this show. You can genuinely tell in this show that he's enjoying this. You know, and James Gunn's enjoying this. You know, you can just tell that there's like a fucking and hardcourt. You know, one that plays hardcourt. Like that opening sequence, that opening intro, that like they play every single week. Like, and this is another thing that, like, I don't think this show gets enough credit for. Do you know, we live in a generation where, like, you know, like you're binge watching shows, yeah. So like 3-4 episodes in, people are skipping the opening intros constantly. You know, you're skipping past it.
I love The Rock, but man, most of his movies so
bad. But this show for me, man, like, have you skipped the intro at all?
No,
not once. And
do you know what they're doing in that intro? Mick Leonard, who comes on here, pointed it out in his podcast last week. That dance they're doing at the start, it's Space Invaders.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it is. Watch it the next time.
Fucking hell! I mean, it's. But the thing I love, and it's just the choice to have them all completely deadpan while doing this goofy dance.
It's phenomenal. It's so silly, but works perfect.
So fucking good. But where did you land on the direction of this week's episode?
I loved it.
I have no bad things to say about the show. Like,
no, neither have I. I haven't had a
genuinely
problem with any episode so far.
Like my only.
It's easily the best show on television.
Is it 2 more episodes left?
Yeah, there's 2 more. There's 10.
2 more, yeah.
2 more, too little.
Yeah, I mean, fucking.
Keep going, like.
I mean, I've been. And you know, obviously, Joe, because obviously we do the culture cast every week, and you know, I'm like some shows, I'm cramming to get in, Joe, so I can talk about them or certain movies. So, this has been a joy. This show has genuinely been a joy every week to just sit down and fucking watch.
Yeah, Trent, welcome to the show.
Hey, buddy. I agree. It's a phenomenal show. It is genuinely one of the fucking better shows I've seen in a long time.
Amy says, but none of them ain't Mr. T, just saying.
Yeah, you have seen none of those fuckers are getting on no plane, man.
Hardcore is guns misses. Yeah.
What?
Fucking. Did you not know that, Tubbs?
No.
Blonde one, yeah. She's gone out with James Gunn.
Wow. Yeah, because I did. Funny enough, I had seen an interview thing that Kevin Smith did with James Gunn.
And the guy as well, John Economist, is it? The heavy guy with the glasses?
The relationship between... But the relationship between him and Cena, I think, is fucking brilliant in the show.
Yeah.
And the progression. And Vigilante is as well. Vigilante is so fucking good, man.
Vigilante is nuts.
He's fucking psychotic,
psychopath, like.
But I mean, but even you look at the whole fucking dynamic with fucking fucking Cena and Robert Patrick, Joe the father, like John the White Dragon and all that. Like it's just quality. I mean, normally when we talk about shows, like we can kind of like rip the piss or talk shit about it. I have no bad things to say about the show.
I haven't either. I love as well, like A-Train said, Vigilante's fucking hilarious. I love that he is genuinely mental. Like when they call him, they're like, "Oh, Vigilante," and he's like, "This isn't Vigilante. Who's?"
Yeah, it's like he fucking goes fucking.
mental, like.
But one of my favorite parts of this week's episode, man, was the funniest thing was when Cena went on the rant about all the people that like Economist could have like, and because we even watched I think it was a blooper outtake, and it was like twice as long
on my timeline.
Yeah, it was just fucking, it was gold, absolute gold.
It's like he said, of all the people you could have put in jail instead of my father, and then he goes, vroom, off he goes.
Like, I mean, I think
Muppets, everything.
But I think it's a no-brainer that this show gets to like get a season 2.
100%.
John, 100 fucking percent. Like, I mean, and it looks like once Guardians 3 is done, it looks like James Gunn is heading towards the DC,
I think
because it looks like he's looking to expand out the Suicide Squad universe.
I think he's on about doing another property in Marvel as well, though.
Apparently, Ratcatcher was one of the names mentioned.
No, but what I mean is when he's finished the Guardians, there's another Marvel property he wants to do as well.
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming it might be another. What's the name of the fucking other team? I mentioned it on the show before, but my brain has gone blank. It's kind of like another Suicide Squad type of team, but it's like Bane and it's Deadshot and it's fucking. It's more villains.
Fucking cunts off Riverdale.
that line killed me, man.
Fucking good.
But another thing is because
time now.
but because me and you obviously have like watched him for years in wrestling, right? And to hear him visit like curse so fucking like naturally, it's such a fucking nice change of pace. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I loved it, man. I think Cena is doing some fucking great work on this show. And to take a character like Peacemaker that isn't and never was one of the most popular DC characters ever. Like,
Gunn is a genius when it comes to taking characters the audience should give zero fucks about and making you love them. Yeah, just nailed it.
100%, John. But I'm digging.
So, like, personally, like outside of what he's going to do, which Suicide Squad character would you like him to make him show?
I'd love to see him do a show on Harley Quinn.
Outside of the big names, then, because he's not going to.
Okay, I mean, but if you were asking me off the top, like, I just think, fucking hell, I mean, like, if you could get James,
anyway.
Oh yeah, but I mean, but what I mean is like, if James Gunn could take Harley Quinn and turn the version, and not the original, but the version he portrayed in Suicide Squad, and really take that forward, I think you'd be onto another winner. But Bloodsport could be cool. Idris Elba.
If he didn't die in the Suicide Squad, spoilers, I'd love to see a Polka Dot Man show.
That would have been fucking like the whole thing, like figuring out like what, like that whole shit about his mother and the whole lot.
It'd be fucking.
But
amazing.
Fucking King Shark, dude.
Yeah, King Shark. But there's not a lot he can say. Like I'd love Polka Dot Man. He's fucking amazing.
Yeah, Polka Dot Man would have been fucking. No, but now to be fair, but there's other ones you could like look at as well. Like there's nothing stopping James Gunn. But there's nothing stopping James Gunn to even dig into the older Suicide Squad.
That's what I was thinking. Like if he
and like take on Deadshot, things like that. Do you know what I mean? Really bring other characters in. Like, I mean, there's so many options, dude. There's so many. Like, you know yourself.
Will Smith have to say fuck, though. So no.
Like I mean, I personally like looking back at Suicide Squad, like and looking at what he's done with Peacemaker.
Would be a great show as well.
But that's what I mean. Is it's such a shame that like Boomerang met his end early in the fucking movie, and because fucking given the Peacemaker treatment, Boomerang. Because I mean, we said it, and even in the original movie,
the best part of that terrible first movie.
Jai Courtney was like normally an actor I can't stand, and
he was all right in that. Like,
and him fucking when he played Captain Boomerang, I was like, he was fucking one of the best characters in the movie, kind of like John Cena was in as Peacemaker. It was like he had all the fucking best lines and fucking he was pure fucking funny, and it translated nicely onto the TV show. So it's characters like that, like Weasel and fucking things. Like Weasel could be a fucking other option.
Bonkers, like holy shit. Yeah, he's so racist, isn't he?
Oh yeah, I mean, but that's another thing about this show.
Is, on PC, like, isn't it? They don't give a fuck. Like,
they're pushing the envelope a lot further than I thought they'd
go.
Do you know what I mean? Like they're getting away with a lot of shit that I didn't think they could.
Fucking hell, lads.
Yeah, fucking. I agree. Like King Shark could be fucking amazing. Like, but
Bloodsport would be great.
And I mean, and there's nothing here.
Oh, that version of Killer Croc was so bad, though.
No, see, this is the thing. If, like, I would like to fucking see James Gunn. Like, if James Gunn is allowed to bring characters from the original Suicide Squad movie forward, like, there's nothing stopping him bringing them forward, but changing how they are, and give a proper fucking like really big fucking, you know, like ridiculously fucking like vicious fucking Killer Croc.
Yeah.
Kind of like King Shark looked like. Do you know what I mean? Like fucking way bigger.
What I'd love was like if imagine you had like Killer Croc walk in the first scene, then you have an actual proper bigger Killer Croc eat him. That would be
Yeah.
just perfect.
But that's what I'm saying. You could like I love that they're allowing James Gunn to be bonkers and to be
To play.
like a very off the wall with this shit. Because I do love that like it was all like you can think about this show, right? They took Peacemaker that has like a toilet bowl on his fucking head, all right? In any way, shape, or form in the comic books, that's like taking fucking Mr. Plastic. Do you know, like he's like the DC's version of fucking Reed Richards.
I love a Rick Flag series.
And bringing him into live action, do you know what I mean? And I reckon Gunn could fucking do it, dude. You know? But Gunn, this is, and I think this show has proved that Gunn's not just a team guy. Like I know there's a team in this one, but the main focus is Peacemaker. He can do some fucking cool shit, man. And I would love to see him tackle some fucking new DC shit. Like,
if any of you haven't seen it, by the way, go back and watch Super. That is absolutely nuts.
I've seen it, dude. Like, yeah, it's fucking. Now, let me ask you this question: if they are moving forward from Flashpoint and all that kind of stuff, right? I could see James Gunn being a very, very, very good director choice for a future Justice League.
But see, this is where I'll stop you.
Okay.
They're quite happy to let James Gunn have Peacemaker and Suicide Squad and do all that non-PC horrible shit. But when it comes to Batman and Superman, that won't fly, I don't think.
No, I mean that could be very well true, but I mean, from what I mean is like he seems to get team dynamics. Like he seems to really good at developing how a team of characters is supposed to work. Do you know what I mean? So and he seems to.
Well, he can't do any worse than anyone else who's tried so far. So
I mean, look, I will honestly, well, yeah, I mean, like fucking if he makes a better movie, Josh Whedon did fucking, he's already winning. Like,
well, that won't be hard with Zack Snyder and Josh Whedon.
No, but look, I mean, I know that's a conversation for another day. Like, but yeah, I've been 100% blown away with how good this show is. Genuinely probably one of my favorite shows I've seen in a long time. But you know what I mean, 6 episodes in, and I've loved every episode, and I've loved it more as it's gone.
Atron says I'd love a Rick Flag series from James Gunn. Joel Kinnaman is such a great actor. What's the series that he's in? The one on Netflix where he's playing like the dude who comes back from the dead and is a cyborg.
I don't know. I'm not. I didn't even know he was in a show on Netflix.
Anthony Mackie is in season 2. It's supposed to be
really Altered Carbon.
Altered Carbon, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I have seen it. What am I fucking on about?
That's meant to be really, really good.
I heard season 2 was not supposed to be great.
Yeah, well, they cancelled it after that anyway, so there's no.
Yeah, so maybe the switch over in cast choice was too much of a swerve. I don't know because I haven't seen it, but it's hard to know with these things. But yeah, I mean, I agree. I think, I mean, and there's nothing stopping him making a polka dot show. Like, there's nothing stopping him making prequel shows. Going back a fucking bit.
Yeah, Atron says, Altered Carbon, absolutely fucking amazing. And guys, we're going to close it there. The last bit of news is Rockstar have finally woken up from their money pit to tell us they're finally getting their arses and making GTA 6. Who knows when it'll be out, but at least they're doing it now anyway.
I think going off of
it'll be
the older games, like now that they've announced it, that gives them at least a 4-year window to get this out.
I think they've already started though.
No, they had, but now at leest it like comfortably gives them 4 years to release this game because it was kind of how they did it with all the other ones. It was kind of to be fair. Well, do you mean GTA 5? I mean, how long were we waiting between GTA 4 and GTA 5? Maybe 7 years.
Well, Red Dead was 2 years after they announced it was out and playing. Like,
yeah.
So yeah. Well, yeah. Look, that's.
I mean, hopefully it's sooner rather than later. Like.
And Uncharted is out this Friday as well, which I'm
Mhm.
hoping I could try and see that.
I mean,
Probably, I don't have high hopes, so hopefully it'll be good.
look, it could be terrible, but then again, it could be a surprise, and it could be fucking unreal. You know?
Yeah, and just as MJ says, if I don't expect anything, I won't be disappointed.
Exactly. If you go into it and kind of don't expect it to be good, and it's actually better than you thought it was, you've
All I
already
thought
kind of
was about
enjoyed it.
GTA 7. I don't think GTA 7 will be out by the time I'm still alive. But yeah. So A Train.
I think that's the joke, though, isn't it?
man.
We've waited so long that like GTA Online it was basically fucking GTA 6.
So yeah, I'd just like to thank everybody in the comments for participating in the chat. It was lots of fun. Of course, we will be here every Monday night. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't thus far. And of course, I do regular videos every couple of days as well. And you can follow Tubbs on Twitter at tell him Tubbs.
Well, at Twisted Tubs,
At Twisted Tubbs.
and same on YouTube, Twisted Tubs channel.
And you can follow me
Tubs
on
with a
Twitter,
Z.
Regan09, and Brian's Action Figure Reviews on Instagram.
Yeah.
So guys,
So
thank you
mine
very,
is
very
Twisted
much.
Tubs with a Z. You got to spell it with a Z at the end and get all my shit on that too.
That's
But
'cause
yeah,
he's
man.
funny and he can't spell.
Yeah,
Thank you,
fucking
Mick.
gotta get my ass in gear and fucking rebrand that channel, buddy.
Good vibes all till next time before GTA 6.
See you,
Let's
David.
go to other world places like UK, Japan, anywhere. Yes, I 100% agree. I hope it's just not another
I did read one or two things the other day that
international airport, please.
apparently if you get on a plane, this is kind of the
Thanks,
concept.
Jonathan.
Now I don't know how true this is, but
Yeah,
apparently
true.
from what I was reading was if you get on a train or like on a plane in an airport, there's going to be like like Liberty City. It's going to be fucking San Andreas. You can fly to these different fucking maps.
All you got to do is show your vaccine pass, and I'm going to leave it there.
Yeah, there you go. They'll probably have that in the fucking game, dude. See you,
Later,
Mick.
guys. Bye. Wave to the people, Tubbs.